We move on. This will probably be the final question for Lee Harris over at Limestone Title and Escrow. Victor emailed about a contractor who took a large deposit. We're seeing a lot of this and then vanished faster than the work crew. So Victor's saying he wants to know, what legal tools do homeowners have to recover money when a contractor ghosts them in mid-project? Lee.
Great question. Yeah, that does happen, unfortunately, sometimes. So hopefully, if it's a legitimate contractor, they're kind of like any other business, and they have they're bonded, they have insurance, they have all kinds of, they have an address, they have assets, things like that. So you could bring a claim and say, hey, you owe me $5,000. You didn't finish the job. You can, if they don't pay after that, you can get a lien, judgment lien, put it on whatever their properties they own. You know, get a judgment for any future profits that they might make, and you can be repaid. Now, some of these type of companies, they might not be bonded or insured or have an address. They might be sort of more fly by night, in which case, they may have absconded with your money, and there might not be much you can do. Obviously, you have social media and some other outlets like that. As long as you tell a truthful tale, maybe you can put it out there, and maybe they will not want their reputation to be such, so that they can get future jobs, and maybe they'll come back and finish or give you your money back. So, but for people, I would say, out there, don't pay all the money up front. Or if you need supplies, put them on your credit card or something, and buy the supplies yourself, and then have a way to make sure that work is being done as the money is doled out.
Yeah,
I've heard that sad tale several times.
I agree with you, and I will tell you that from our standpoint, now is a time more than ever to learn how to use ChatGPT or any of the other AI systems, because you can put the company's name in there and say, tell me about this company, any good or bad reviews. You can also go to the Better Business Bureau. They do a great job of tracking complaints against companies. And then you can do a Google search, or any of the other search engines. But I'm finding a lot of success with the ChatGPT. I was going to hire a company to do some work, and I put the name into chat this past week, and the reports came back not so good. So I'm now not going to do this, which leads me to tell you folks, if you want to see the reviews, because you need to shop the reviews, right? If you want to see the reviews from our sellers, for example, you can go to LouisvilleSellersTalk.com. Those are interviews that I do with our sellers when we are at the closing table, LouisvilleSellersTalk.com. We are out of time. My thanks to Lee Harris over at Limestone Title and Escrow. They do a great job of getting your loan closed. You can reach Lee on her cell phone, 502-649-7964. Also, my thanks to Randy Rocky Swan Financial. They do a great job of shopping your loan to get you the very best rates. If you need smart mortgage solutions, Randy's the guy to call. Give Swan a call, 645-0736. And if you're thinking of selling your home now or in the future, I'd love to help you. No home too big or too small. Free, no obligation analysis. I'm here. Come out, and I will tell you the score, what you need to do and or not do in getting your home sold. And if I can't get it under contract 59 days, I'll offer to buy it. We're pretty sure about what we do. That's why I say that. Free, no obligation analysis of what your home's worth. Go to WeSellLouisville.com. Click on the top of the page. We're out of time. We'll see you next Sunday on News Radio 840 WHAS.